Happy Monday, loves. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, Instagram. Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to our very last session of our Feeling Fabulous 7-day self-love challenge. I hope that you've been able to partake by completing the Wheel of Life, by breaking down and identifying an area where you'd like to improve, committing to healthier habits in the morning, in the evening, with regards to your body movement and your spiritual health. So, with that said, I hope that you've been able to track your accountability and keeping your commitments with yourself. So, if this is oh, hey, mom is on Instagram. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I think I see Daynara on Instagram. How are you? Thank you so much for jumping on Instagram. If this is your first time catching me live and you're not sure what I'm talking about, to catch you up, tonight's session is part of a 7-day self-love challenge that we began last week, and tonight is our last night. So, by the way, it's called the Feeling Fabulous 7-day self-love challenge, where I went live 3 times last week. The habits were tracked for 4 days, and then now tonight we're meeting to recap. Oh my gosh! Hi, friend! What's going on? Aw, Tara, hey. Let's see. So if you've attended my live streams or any of my sessions before, type hello in the comments. Let me know if you're catching this live or as a replay. And as new people are coming into the room and joining me, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Dani. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. And I teach ambitious women effective tools to build confidence and feel worthy again, whether post-breakup, single, or in a relationship. So if you haven't already, you'll want to download my Refreshing Rituals Habit Tracker for free. That way you can catch up with us in this series. You can download it by clicking the link in the caption of this video, or if you're watching on Instagram, you can catch the link in my bio. However, I must mention that as of tomorrow, March 1st, it is going to be taken down. So in reflecting on this past week, how did you do with keeping your commitments and your promises to yourself and with yourself? What came up for you? What did you notice that you made more important than keeping yourself accountable? When it comes to any kind of goal, and I mean any, whether that goal is related to a relationship, whether that goal is related to happiness, whether that goal is related to financial goals, business goals, life goals, any goal, it's very challenging to make any progress on any goal if you're in the habit of breaking your word with yourself or making other things more important than following through with whatever it is that you promised yourself, okay? There are costs to not revealing what is underlying. There are costs to not resolving what's underneath. So if you think about emotional costs of not taking action, not investing in yourself, not working with a coach or a therapist or a counselor, we really do continue to do the same things over and over and over again until the lesson is learned. We'll find ourselves in the same relationship or in the same situations, in the same bar over and over again. And if you're watching me right now, then you've probably already watched YouTube videos or read self-help books or worked with traditional therapists, where maybe those sessions may have been ongoing on and on. Or you notice, for example, there's something called the hedonic cycle, where when something is new, you have it, it's novel, and then eventually that novelty wears off. So it's the same kind of idea. Things will feel good for a little while, and then eventually that good feeling wears off. We all have blind spots, and we'll continue to do those same things over and over again until it's revealed to us. And by the way, sometimes if we keep hitting a wall or a block, we could eventually even fall into really low or dark thoughts, like what is even the point of this? What's the point of me even having this life, doing this? We can continue to run in circles. Financial costs of not investing in ourselves, not taking care of ourselves, drinking alcohol, retail therapy, costly weekends of going out, bottomless drinks. Retail therapy is such a superficial fix. And every action, there is a consequence. So not necessarily a negative consequence, but there is a consequence for every action we make, right? So if you think about it, we always have choices. And some of these choices have financial costs. If you have Netflix, check out Tinder Swindler if you haven't seen that yet, okay? Talk about financial costs, right? These women pouring their money into this fictitious, this almost like a fictitious relationship, this relationship that they imagined with this man, and they're just giving him so much money, pouring into him so much money, and this man is not at all reciprocate, or he does reciprocate, but it's in crumbs. You got to check it out if you haven't already seen it. So anyway, so through our work together, we look at and evaluate further what is going on beneath your breakdowns, what is behind the lack of follow through. I want to touch on some examples really quick. I've had clients that I worked with who did not feel confident in themselves, and it wasn't because they weren't trying. It wasn't because they weren't reading books or they weren't trying to improve on themselves. They were listening to TED Talks and YouTube videos, practicing affirmations. Many of them had unresolved trauma from being bullied when they were younger, having been cheated on in former relationships, or having been sexually abused or molested, the ending or breakup of a seriously committed relationship. So for these clients, they sought out support when they found themselves in the same kinds of relationships over and over again, or if they found themselves feeling resentful in their friendships or their relationships, if they noticed themselves feeling like they kept hitting a wall or some sort of block. So through working together, they're able to re-nurture themselves, resolve those past traumas, and they're able to heal those wounds, begin to show up differently in their life, not just for their loved ones, but also differently and most importantly for themselves. So we take ourselves everywhere we go. So if you think about it, we really are the most important investment in our own life, really. So as this is our last session of our Feeling Fabulous 7-Day Self-Love Challenge, and perhaps you've already downloaded the Refreshing Rituals Habit Tracker and are interested in working with me, I offer a complimentary 30-minute discovery call where we talk about where you are, where you'd like to be, and if we're a fit. So if you'd like to schedule that call, go to DaniLeberry.com/contact. The link will be in the caption of this video, or if you're watching on Instagram, the link is in my bio. And if you found value to our session tonight, please share this video with a health and well-being bestie of yours. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much again for joining me for our last session of our 7-Day Self-Love Challenge series and sessions. Again, my name is Dani Leberry. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. Take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Have a great night.